Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the Americans are a little bit upset, to say the least, about that innocent drone that was, helped to land in the Black Sea to take a little bath. So, what's going on? They want it back. But guess what the Russians are doing? They're going for it. So, that's what's going on right now. I don't know how the United States will do it unless they bring the same divers for the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines, and maybe they will be able to retrieve the drone in the Black Sea by the Russian coast. That's going to be a little bit more tricky task to do, or mission, than the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2. Don't you think? Don't you think? I'm just kidding. Not. So anyway, what's going on? It was expected that the Russians are going to go for a little swim, okay? And the American says, well, we will protect our what? Where? How? You're going to go over there with and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to fight the Russians underneath. They're going to bring one dolphin with an AK-47. They're going to you up. What are they going to bring? The turkey? All right, let's go to this little article. I have actually two articles. One that I'm going to use because these guys are more direct, and the other one is just to read you the title, just to put some credibility in what I'm saying. Because disclaimer, time out, right? They all lie. They all have an agenda. They all have a profit to make. They all know who's who, what's what. So these guys pull this way, the other guys pull the other way. But the truth is somewhere in between these guys. It's always been like this in any kind of little argument or big argument. So in this case, I'm going to use the Russians. Is it the Russians? Let me see what. Yeah, no, it's the Ukrainian. My bad. So I'm golden then. A-okay. I will have new voice of Ukraine. Never lie. And the other one, I think, if you can believe, I'm going to use weasels from ABC. 1, 2, 3, PPP. Let's go to the Ukrainians now and see what they are telling us. So, the Ukrainians are also more direct than this it's Fox News. What's going on with me? I had the ABC, but I was like, oh my God, I'm going to use ABC, but I didn't like that they gave me the title only. Let me tell you this. I don't like the Western articles because they're long and they don't say much. It's like the meetings. If you guys are involved in meetings in the United States of America, from 5 hours everything could be done and done in about 45 minutes at the most. But they are like 5-6 hours. These guys waste so much time. Well, at least for the government. I don't know how it is in the private sector with the meetings. No, there's more efficient in the private because in the private it's about your money and you paid by the hour, whereas for governmental institutions you're paid from the taxpayers' money, which you just give it to me. Yeah, they give it to you. Thank you very much, and that's it. So the Western articles are not more informative, are just longer and longer, and it's like, come on, the Russians and the Ukrainians. Give you like this, 3 paragraphs, you got everything you wanted. The other ones give you like 5 pages, and then you say, and you said what? What was the... Anyway, so let's move back here. Sorry for the long... I'm behaving like Fox News right now and these guys. So, Russia wants to retrieve wreckage of downed U.S. drone. This is per New Voice of Ukraine, March 15, 2023. Great day. And the other one is Fox News. Russia to try recovering downed U.S. drone as U.S. vows to protect our equities. Equities. Oh, look at this. What's up, buddy? What's up with you? This guy was on the board of directors, right? Of Raytheon, one of the biggest arms suppliers for manufacturing companies for the American, for the military-industrial complex here. So yeah, he's just right now is the Secretary of Defense. He was a general. I'm pretty sure he's abled. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. A race between the US and Russia is underway to secure the debris of the drone that crashed into the Black Sea. Russian officials announced Wednesday that operations were underway to collect the debris of the downed US drone. Well, you know what these guys are going to do? These guys are going to hire the Americans. Say, excuse me, hey, Biden, give me Kamala. Okay, yeah, what? Yeah, Kamala. All right, Kamala, we need your special team. I got the special team right now. They're in my room. No, not those ones. The ones that did something at the Baltic Sea. I don't drink cocktails. You don't drink cocktails, Kamala. You know what I'm talking about? The Russians will have to call the Americans to give them the divers to go down and get the debris, since they already did something like this the other way around. Now they recuperate what some other people blew it. Now over there they're just gonna, the other way around. So let's see. You can work with Kamala. Kamala is busy. She's a busy woman. All right, let's see what's going on here. Russian officials announced, yes, the country has denied responsibility for the incident, which is Russia. And I'm quoting, the aircraft is U.S. property. It's a property of the U.S. mail. Okay. A U.S. defense official confirmed to Fox News, we take the recovery very seriously, but will not get into details right now. You can kiss someone's butt, and you know what that is? It starts with an R and it ends with an A, and it gets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letter. 6, only 6, not sex, 6. So yeah, military command officials, tough guys, said Tuesday that Russian fighter jets dumped fuel. Okay, whatever. Let's go to the Ukrainians. Let's see how fast they are. Beautiful planes right here. Sukhoi 27. Moscow wants to get its hands, no, its claws, on the remains of the drone that crashed into the Black Sea after being hit by a Russian warplane. Bad boy. Secretary of Security Council of Russia Nikolai Patrushev said, yes, now Patrushev was a KGB friend of Putin. Do you think he's going to be sacked soon? And Shoigu was another friend of Putin. So when talking about, what's his name, Prigozhin, that Prigozhin will challenge these guys, forget about it. Especially when that's one thing that Putin said he can't forgive. Forgive, yes. Forget. Oh, I forget. Forgive. All right. Forgive is disloyalty. So if you're disloyal, you go to see the lions. Like what's his name? I can't remember. Whoever in the Bible, in the Old Testament, went to see the lions. Who the hell is that guy? It doesn't really matter to me, but you know what I'm talking about. You Christians out there. All right, I'm quoting. Daniel, yes, it was Daniel. So the lions were like, we love you much. And I'm quoting, I don't know whether we'll be able to retrieve it or not. Well, I told you, man, call the Americans. But it has to be done, and we will certainly work on it. I hope, of course, for success. End quote. Russia TASS reported Patrushev as saying. Meanwhile, the White House national security spokesman, he's a spokesman now? Oh, you grew some balls? Said that it might not be possible for the United States to recover the wreckage of the drone, a sophisticated surveillance and attack UAV. Bring the team. Here it is. And I'm quoting, I'm not sure that we're going to be able to recover it, Kirby said to CNN. And I'm quoting again, I mean, where it fell in the Black Sea, the sea is very black. Holy moly. Macaroni, they can't see anything over there. Bring some flashlights. Jesus Christ, man. They don't know if they can reach the Black Sea. It's too black, I guess. It's very, very deep water. Jesus Christ, my friends. I'm going to have here a little intellectual orgasm or a stupid orgasm, whatever. Oh, I don't know how Kirby speaks. I don't know if we're going to be able to retrieve the drone because it fell in the Black Sea, and as the name indicates, the Black Sea is very black and it's very deep. It's not deep. Go and see the depth of the Black Sea, and it's not much deeper than the Baltic Sea with the Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2, just for reference. Man, this is a comedy. You see, I'm putting myself in a good mood. Here it is. So we're still assessing whether there can be any recovery efforts mounted. Yeah, mounted. From behind if you can. There may not be. Jesus Christ, look at these guys. Where it fell in the Black Sea is very, 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 very deep waters, like the Marianas, how do you call that, trenches, we're still asserting whether there can be any recovery of effort mounted. I like that word. I gotta tell you that. There may not be. Try harder. Harder. Try to mount it harder, the attempt to retrieve it from the black, deep sea. The US has prevented others from getting their hands on the drone to minimize any intelligence data leaks, said Kirby. Well, what can you do? Well, we'll see if you can deal with the Russians. The United States summoned the Russian ambassador following the incident. I'm pretty sure he gave a fuck about it. The Pentagon said the Sukhoi blah 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 tra la Lloyd Austin called Russia's drone reckless, unprofessional, unsafe. Do you think they give one? Do you think that the Russians give a about that? This is what you should think about it, Mr. Austin and other. Okay, you were around that country's coast. You can call it international waters. They don't call it that way, and you know it. They call it, and now it's a different term. I'm covering it in a different, like a military something zone because of the war. I think it expanded its territorial water and airspace. Due to this, they announced the international community and blah blah blah. This is what we're gonna do. So I don't know if that drone entered that or not. Nevertheless, you go in a, I don't know, it's like you go in a Chicago in the night in a certain kind of neighborhood and say, well, it's public place here. I can walk wherever I want. You can, but you know. And if you don't, what can I say? I mean, I'm not saying you deserve that, but at least you don't do that. You know what I mean? If you go all ready and you got a few with you and eyes everywhere, you can go, you know, but you're going to get in some little scuffle maybe. I mean, the risk is high. You choose to go over there. It's your right. You can go. But the risk was high. And then one thing these guys have to understand. The Russians did not shoot it down. And I don't know if they didn't shoot it down because they didn't want to blow it so they don't get the wreckages. Right now they're going to have everything. They're going to have everything that drone has inside. All the, how do you call it, technology, all the information, all the data. That we're going to retrieve it if it's anything else to retrieve from there. This is what the Americans are like, whatever, is a freaking drone. And they shot it down. Or if it doesn't shut down, then they're like, and they were like, So anyway, let's go to this article because I think I have one more little thing here. U.S. media reported last year that the U.S. Air Force, okay, whatever. Nothing important there, nothing. So let's go back to this. It's your right to go in the international airspace. I have no problem with that. But don't you think that you also have the responsibility to assess how safe that is? I think it is. It's not like you send your child at 9 o'clock to buy you cigarettes from the store. I don't know. In Romania, it used to be like that, but it was a safe country when it was a communist country. I gotta give it that. You know, we have, you know, all kind of wankers around here and there, but they would not attack us. Or at least we knew who they were. I told the story before with Freco. My Romanian friends, if they watch and they were from my neighborhood, they know who Freco was. Anyway, my friends, what did you expect? You're gonna get it? No, the Russians will get it. I almost guarantee you that. And not the Americans. The Americans will not be first allowed to go over there. You'll see. It's gonna be like, we're here, come over, Red Rover. What are you gonna do? Remember when the British Navy was close to Crimea a while ago? What the Russians did? Came close, pop, move over, Red Rover, we're gonna attack you. Do not come closer. Too late, go, that way, go. We are the Royal Navy. Royal Navy? Why don't you bring, what's his name, Prince Harry and his beautiful wife? They will straighten things out. That's another piece of shit. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just, man. It was a fun video here.